the shark sheen. Whipping with the hot sauce like I'm street leaguing.
I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents. Nor if I need money. Yeah. Or when I feel lonely. Yeah. Will I ever bow down to no man? Not even if you have a car with a tank full of gas. Not even if you have a ship to cross the seas. Nor if you own a bank full of employees. Or if you lead your own church and put your soul at ease. Will I ever bow down to you? Bow down to no man. I won't bow down to no man. I won't bow down to no man. I won't bow down to no man.
It's the 2 Pregame Show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. On the topic of the playoffs and the length of them, they call it the second season, Shaq. What do you look for in a playoff team as an indicator of their ability to succeed?
Well, we all live by this old montage, old adage, whatever it is. Defense wins championships. Defense is big. What I like about the playoffs, Ernie, physicality. You can't hesitate to give a foul, prevent easy buckets, a.k.a. you got to touch them up.
Got to touch them up, but experience, to me, is probably the biggest thing. Because there's no way to understand playoff basketball until you're there. And so teams that shoot a lot of free throws also has a big advantage because guys get to the line. They know they can slow the game down when things are getting bogged down offensively.
That's what my old buddy Dick Versace used to say.
What?
You know what he used to say about free throw shooting? He called it the NBA's hidden way to score. You forget about free throw shooting a lot, don't you? The NBA's hidden way.
It's hidden?
It's hidden.
I would agree with that, Dick.
Yeah, the NBA's hidden way to score. That's just dropping a little Dick Versace knowledge on you. Let's go courtside.
At the center position, 7 feet 1 inch, number 20, Timothy Mozart. At shooting guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 5, J.R. Smith. He's starting at the forward from UCLA, number 0, Kevin Love. He's starting at point guard from Duke University, number 2, Gary From St. Vincent St. Mary High School, Akron, Ohio, number 23, LeBron James. David Blatt is your head coach. Cavaliers fans, make some noise for your Cleveland Cavaliers.
It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. The Brooklyn Nets, they want to turn the season series around as they lost their last matchup against the Cavaliers. They'd love to get that first win against these guys. You've got to think the cards are stacked against them, but maybe they can try a different approach than they have so far and surprise some people.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, there was sort of a snowball effect in that game, too, guys. I mean, what started as a cold night for a few guys turned into a cold night for just about everybody.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Nene is out there with Gortat. Then it's Donald Sloan. Then it's Johnson. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. Here's Irving. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for a position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Puts up the baby hook. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have. Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
Now here's Irving. Defense is right there. Pass to Love. In the corner, Smith with it. In the corner, Irving with it. Clock at 4.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's Sloan, covered by Irving. Johnson attacking. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
Oh my God, I just got that.
Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
Now here's Irving. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here is Gortat. It's a 3-point game. Here's Nene, and the shot is good. Nene's got his first bucket of the night.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
In the corner, it's James. Mozgov dishes to LeBron. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Sloan. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Nene kicks to Johnson. There's a screen. Back to Nene. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Looking now at some numbers for J.R. Smith. Really been a key contributor over the past month. 11th in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And nobody's able to guard him out there. I mean, defenders have been trying to get physical with him, but it doesn't bother him. He just shrugs it off.
Now here's Love. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Houston.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Magic in Orlando.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave. And it really kept the crowd on mute in that.
That's good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Lionel Hollins. And Doris, what'd you find out?
Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Irving after Joe Johnson's score. Smith outside. Back to Irving. Out to the right wing. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Sloan passes to Gortat. Excellent D there from Mozgov. The Cavaliers trail by 3. James with it. He had 19 points in the win against Houston.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Now here's Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. That's 7 points for Kyrie Irving. The Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Johnson right side. Mozgov grabs the board.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Johnson dishes to Sloan. And it's Nene, top of the key. And Mozgov comes to help. And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. Nene, the screen. Sloan passes to Nene. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And again, it's the Nets missing. Gortat with the steal. And the shot's good from Nene. Nene's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his side. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Robin Lopez is checked in for the Nets. LeBron kicks to Love. James, a screen on Gortat. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete. But his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Gortat. Johnson the screen. Here's Lopez. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline play.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. That's to Sloan. 3-pointer. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Irving dishes to James. Thompson passes to James. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Nets leading by 4. Johnson a wide open look. Tries again. And Robinson with the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And Thompson kicks to LeBron. Cleveland moving the ball around. And it's Irving missing. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Here's Sloan. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Johnson outside. Uncovered. And it's good. And now it's an 8-point Nets lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 7. Can't get it to go. Here's Sloan. Johnson with a screen on Irving. They set the pick. Johnson against James. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Sloan. And that one goes long.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender. But the touch was poor.
And they're able to recover. On its way from Irving for 2. Another miss by Irving.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, if you were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Jefferson. He dishes it to Thompson. Stolen by Robinson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Jefferson.
Good game for Johnson. He already has 12 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, Greg. That's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Feeds it to Shumpert. The screen from Thompson. The pass to Varejão. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shumpert. Drills it from outside. Shumpert's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Nets on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Johnson outside. He kicks to Lopez. Here's the screen. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
It's the Nets now. Richard Jefferson missing on the 3. Here's Sloan. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Now here's Shumpert. 8 points his last outing.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
Johnson right side. Now the dish to Sloan. There's a screen by Robinson. Good chance here for Johnson. He shoots again. Nice D from Varejão.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And here is Shumpert. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. There's the screen. Thompson with the bucket.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Johnson. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Nets. They lead by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected.
He sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table. And we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dubbed the new Big Three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Jefferson out there with Anderson Varejao. Then it's Mozgov. Then there's Mo Williams. And it's Smith in at the 2-guard spot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg suiting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. The really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
A different look now for Cleveland. LeBron comes in for Anderson Varejao, and Irving subbed in for Richard Jefferson. That one is no good.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. 3-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
Here's Sloan after the made shot from Mo Williams. And Sloan kicks to Bargnani. LeBron with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Smith. Down low. James kicks to Mozgov. And again, it's Cleveland.
And talking about Bargnani last season, he was actually generating efficient numbers when he was healthy. I mean, way up in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. I would love to see him remain healthy and have a chance to quiet the doubter.
And he gets the bucket.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Irving kicks to Mozgov. Stolen. Hollis Jefferson passes to Bargnani. There's the pick. Here's Hollis Jefferson. James covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. An opportunity here to go to the 2K leaderboard and see who's been the hottest of the hot at the small forward position for the past month. LeBron James, #1.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, I think the wing position is his home base. That's his best spot. He's most comfortable there, but he's comfortable anywhere on the floor, inside, outside, pulling up or driving to the rim.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Mo Williams. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Now, here is Bargnani. 9-point game his last outing. Here's James. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging-type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Sloan kicks to Bargnani. Elbow shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Smith outside. He's looking for LeBron and finds it. Smith dishes to Dellavedova. Picked by Mozgov. LeBron up top. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
Here's Sloan. There's a screen by Gortat. And there's the feed to Bogdanovich. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. James kicks to Smith. Mozgov sets a screen for Smith. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. And Sloan kicks to Bargnani. Here's Bogdanovich. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. There's a screen by Gortat. Sloan. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 4. It's Irving, top of the key. To the left side wing. Here's Dellavedova. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 3. It's deflected. Stolen by Bargnani. Sloan passes to Bogdanovich. He feeds it to Sloan. Pass to Bargnani. Nets passing it around. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And the rejection by Smith. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Nene, he's checked in for Bargnani. Four on the clock. And Bogdanovich kicks to Sloan. And the Nets miss again.
Frozen. The guy's just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Picked by Mozgov. Smith for 3. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Sloan. Gortat with a screen on Irving. And Sloan kicks to Nene. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Smith drives in, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Smith's got his first points of the night.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Smith. Now, Cleveland moving up. There's Mozgov. And he dunks it down.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the pass break finish.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. There's a screen by Gortat. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. From past the arc. Sloan shot is off.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now here's Mozgov. He had 10 points in the win against Houston.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. And Bogdanovich kicks to Sloan. It's taken away by Smith. Now Cleveland moving it up. Irving leading the charge. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Nets trail by 3. Here's Sloan. Nene kicks to Johnson. There's a good screen. Fades back. The shot by Nene. No good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Love gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Johnson. He picked up 24 points in their last one against the Magic in Orlando. Stolen by Thompson. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And Irving gets it to go on the assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 7. Here's Sloan. Nene, the screen. And Sloan kicks to Johnson. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The screen from Thompson. Irving against Johnson. Here's Dellavedova. The kick out to Irving. To the paint. Lopez with the steal. Here's Sloan. Kicks to Lopez. Nene, the screen. Lopez dishes to Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 16 points.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
Now Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Shumpert passes to Love. Outside Shumpert. Lock at 6. Love kicks to Thompson. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got his second bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Johnson uses the glass to finish the layup. 18 points for him.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Irving kicks to Love. Back to Irving. Cleveland moving the ball around. Thompson misses. Nets trail by 5. Here's Sloan. Nene left side. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Irving from long range. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Sloan. He dishes it to Nene. To the wing right side. Sloan's shot is off. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA, and Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Now here's Johnson. 18 points for him. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Since the All-Star break, this group has been on fire. Here are the field goal percentage leaders for the season's second half. LeBron James, number 1, and of course Kyrie Irving.
How about these superb percentages, Kevin, from the floor for both of these players? I mean, they have put up outstanding numbers since the break. And I think it's a matter of concentration. They've really zeroed in on shooting the ball well and taking good shots.
Now here's Love. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Alley-oop tries to save it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For the Cavaliers, Anderson Varejão's checked in for Love. James comes in for Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Williams in for Irving. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Robinson's checked in. 26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Lopez a screen. Sloan dishes to Robinson. Here's Sloan. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Varejão. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Free throw good, LeBron. And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers lead by 8. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I've got Joe, and you started out with a great first half and seemed to have that extra boost in your game tonight. Did you feel you needed to take on a bigger role?
I'm just trying to be more assertive, man, on both ends of the court. You know, I think everybody has to step up, so I'm just trying to do my part.
An assertive Joe is an effective Joe. Thank you. Kevin?
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What can you say? Joe Johnson, an impressive effort here today.
And the approach of that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
Nets trail by 8. Kicking off the second half, here's Lionel Hollins 5. They've got Gortat. Johnson is out there with Nene. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2-guard.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Love outside. Irving with a clean look. No good with the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Sloan. Joe Johnson on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Baseline J on the way. Again, Johnson missing. The Cavaliers leading by 6. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Sloan, covered by Irving. Sloan passes to Nene. Johnson outside. Nene has the open look. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. James outside. Outside Irving. Back to LeBron.
Oh! Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's Johnson following the score by Cleveland. Johnson draws the double. Gortat with a screen on Irving. And Sloan kicks to Gortat, right wing. Bogdanovich dishes to Sloan. Offensive rebound. And the shot's good from Nene.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
James kicks to Love. Smith the pass to LeBron. Feeds to Irving. The dish to Love. To the middle. It's tipped. Gortat with the steal. Johnson kicks to Sloan. Nets passing it around. Gortat dishes to Bogdanovich. Johnson the screen. Bogdanovich, no luck.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Brooklyn. So he comes up empty, missing both.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Lopez following the miss by Kyrie Irving. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to Smith. And the pass to Love. Jacks up a three. Cannot hit. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Johnson. And it's Johnson again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Love with a wide open look. Again, Love missing.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now Johnson following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Clock at 6. Here's Sloan. He's covered by Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Mozgov with it. 7 points in the game. Irving kicks to LeBron. There's the feed to Love. Smith with a wide open look. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Lopez. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Johnson. They get it back. Gortat. There's the bucket. Good.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points. And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
And Cleveland making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And here's Irving. 11 points in the game. Ron right side. Pass to Love. Pulls up. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Uncovered. And he gets the jumper to drop. Johnson's got 22 points. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Near the three-point line, it's Love. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 9th assist in the game now. Nets trail by 9. Here's Sloan. He kicks it to Gortat. Johnson in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. And that one's good. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Dishes to Love. On the wing, Irving. He feeds it to LeBron. Pass to Love. On the wing, Irving. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Johnson, the pass to Sloan. Johnson, the screen. Lopez kicks to Johnson. Can't hit. And Cleveland the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Love outside. Kicks to Smith. On the wing, James. Cleveland moving the ball around. There's the triple. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Cavaliers number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here's Sloan. Johnson left side. It's stolen by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Love's running. Thompson misses. Nets trail by 6. Here's Sloan. He dishes it to Lopez.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Jumper comes in for J.R. Smith. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. The Nets also changing it up. Bargnani is checked in for Gortat. And it's Thomas Robinson in for Johnson. Varejao with a screen on Robinson. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Shumpert's got 8. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
And Brooklyn has possession after the three-pointer from Amon Shumpert. 6 to shoot. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Sloan. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. James outside. Williams heads a screen for Thompson. Shumpert gets a wide open look, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Shumpert's got 5 points in the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 6. Picked by Bargnani. Floats one. Tries again. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Lopez. Cavaliers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Now here's LeBron. He's got 14. Off the screen. Oh, he jams it right over Robin Lopez. Wow.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And the Nets with possession here. The Cavaliers making the shot. Feeds to Sloan. Lopez, a screen on Williams. Off the pick. Sloan shot is off.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Reverse that one home now. That was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that. Body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
Here's Sloan following the score by Cleveland. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Lopez.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. James against Robinson. Passes it to Shumpert. Thompson up top. Shumpert with the screen for Thompson. James against Robinson. Another three for Cleveland.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Nets trail by 10. Here's Sloan. He's got 6. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lopez a screen. Outside Robinson. Tries it from the top of the key. Lopez, no what? LeBron James on the wing. The screen from Thompson. LeBron kicks to Shumpert. It could go. If that misses, would have kind of had it gone in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cleveland ahead, up by 10. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Cleveland leading by 10. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Williams is out there with Smith. And it's Shumpert in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here's Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Nene against Love. Offensive rebound. Outside Williams. And Shumpert kicks to Love. Now Smith. Back to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And there's Mo Williams on the assist by Love. Williams has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Cavs. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Sloan. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Irving's checked in for Cleveland. Gortat's checked in for the Nets. Here's Sloan. Nene with the screen on Irving. Sloan dishes to Gortat. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Irving misses.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Bogdanovich. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Outside Irving. Love kicks to Irving. Clock at 6. Looking to get it going, and that's good for 2.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Nets trail by 12. Out left to the wing. Bogdanovich passes to Nene. And there's the feed to Sloan. That's good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
So it's the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Nets. Love kicks to Shumpert. It's a pick by Love. It's Mozgov, high post, outside Irving. Good on the triple. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals. And, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap, a freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin, did it sink in?
There's the three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Nets trail by 13. Gortat with a screen on Irving. And Irving comes to help. Here's Gortat. They get the rebound. And the shot's good from Nene.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Now, here is Irving. It's a pick by Love. Dishes it to Mozgov. Outside Jefferson. And it's Love, top of the key. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Irving with it. Out to the right wing. He kicks it to Smith. Fires from deep. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And, Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Sloan dishes to Gortat. He feeds it to Sloan. There's a screen by Gortat. Bogdanovich passes to Gortat. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. James checked in for Jefferson.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about it. Just a real rugged individual.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Love. Now here is Smith. Tight defense on him. Back to Love. Irving for three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Bogdanovich has got his 6th rebound on the night. Kicks it to Johnson. Nene with the screen on LeBron. Lots of room. Here's Sloan. He's guarded by Love. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Love outside. Smith outside. It's a pick by Love. Shot clock at 6. Smith outside. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That's foul number 2 for him. Nets trail by 9. Here's Sloan over to the wing. And Bogdanovich kicks to Nene. Score the basket is 8. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And here is James. He dishes it to Love. The offensive rebound. Here's Mozgov. Irving kicks to Smith. Love outside. Love with the screen for LeBron. Goes back up. Irving drives in. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 4 assists in the game. Nets trail by 9. Here's Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Sloan. Nene, the screen. Here's the 3. Sloan shot is off.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Now here's James after the miss from Joe Johnson. Here's Sloan. Here's Bogdanovich. Misses the 3.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Love outside. Smith against Johnson. It's tipped. Gortat with the steal. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Sloan dishes to Nene. Knocked loose. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop. Whoa! Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh?
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Johnson outside. Nene, the screen. Johnson kicks to Sloan. Shot to end this cold run, and it's sent back by Irving.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. And chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
As as Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Here's LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there, getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Johnson. Takes a 3. That's good. Johnson's got 28.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight, Clark, they had both.
They sure did. I mean, the ball was moving and guys were knocking down shots.
And one thing about this team, they never stopped pushing the envelope. A fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight, making it 66. Very impressive.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins. Really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for James. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Here's Johnson following the score by Cleveland. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Mozgov a screen on Gortat. LeBron passes to Mozgov. James dishes to Mozgov. On the wing, Irving. A 3 ball. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Now here's Johnson. The pass to Sloan. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. You know, this whole season, you know, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game, and, you know, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
DJ Khaled. Convict music. We the best. Yeah. We taking over. Listen.
Tallahassee, Milford, 10, holla at me. B&H Town, Southside, Cloverland, Daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas.